Theresa May has requested officials to paint up fixed proposals for position Brexit customs officer institutional arrangement following a key meet in her largest elder ministers. The Brexit sub-board met to try to accept on a new pattern to substitute the UK's affiliation of the Customs Officer Association. One of the by the government's privileged options, a Customs Officer Association, has florid hard critique of Brexiters. A continuity of elder ministers disputed her above the schedule in Environment's meet. But Downing Road rejected the proverb. The meet recognized there were challenges to the current proposals, but how both of the options put striker so far by the UK are yet on the spreadsheet. Mrs May has now requested for more than job to be made on both of options. All EU members are portion of the Customs Officer Association, during that there are no domestic tariff, taxes, on consumer goods transportable among them. There is as well a overall rate coordinated on consumer goods incoming of external. The UK by the government has told it is outgoing the EU Customs Officer Association so how it can hit its own trading deals about the planet, thing it cannot do as a term. The tool the UK and the EU will include to accept a new location for which happens at their boundary position Brexit. The UK, that put striker 2 option proposals recent year, has yet to prove its preferred pattern. It is by blood pressure to do advance on the question up following monthly's EU summit conference. Happy modernize yours web browser. The EU does not seem to be acute on each stock option. Over Mrs May said MPs there were a quantity of ways to supply Britain's objectives on customs officer institutional arrangement following Brexit. She says the definitive location must escape a difficult boundary among Northern Ireland and the Republic, that is portion of the EU, and how a customs officer boundary downward the Irish Sea would be inappropriate. On the eve of the Brexit office meet, Brexiters forced Mrs May to leave the association stock option, representing a 30-web-page file pretending it would do significant trading deals unfeasible to hammer and provide the UK's World Trading Division outdated. Theresa May thus requested for more than job to be made, and for fixed proposals to be manufactured. Substantially, she said associate and officials to go off and go behind in superior ideas. You can do your own judgment on if how is a nice item or no. But it does indicate how as things stay, the UK by the government, almost 2 years following the plebiscite, does not include an coordinated stance on how customs officer will job following Brexit. How has the complete supporting of the office, let one parliament, and let one the nation or the otherwise of the EU. How tool 2 how the by the government is proverb to Brussels, wherever demands are house for more than part, we're yet not rather prepared to say. 3 individual source include as well said me how 6 ministers out of the 11 on the board pronounced fears on the vitality of the Customs Officer Association. Affirmative, the monocerous suggestion we've debated there up. Such ministers turned on Gavin Williamson and Sajid Javid, who were both of Remainers for the plebiscite, but no one of whom as things stay were prepared to behind which mind to be the PM's privileged stock option.